best of the Morning X
with Barnes, Leslie, and Jimmy. 99X.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Morning X stage the Bacon Brothers, Kevin and Michael. Hey, guys. Uh-oh.
Good morning.
Give me a test there, Kev.
Testing.
There they are.
Thanks for coming in this early.
Yeah,
Is this when you guys are on tour? I mean, do you often get up early, do the radio thing?
Sometimes. We haven't done that much morning stuff, but it's okay. You know,
It's worth it, though. People are going to hear your music.
Darn right.
Like
Yeah.
6 people.
we're
And
happy
you're
to be
here
Now,
on
do you-
time.
when I listen to the radio in the morning, I get very tired of hearing people complain about how early it is. Man, it's so early.
Yeah, it's so early.
Right, yeah.
Sucks. I have to be here.
Take a nap, you know.
And do you have to go through if you're going to sing this early? Will you do some vocal warm-ups in the shower? Or
Yeah, we have vocal warm-ups, and the other day we were doing it in the hall, and they complained they thought there were dogs howling. And it's a very unpleasant thing to listen to.
They don't sound good, and they don't look good either.
Michael, you were pursuing your music career all along. When did the two of you decide to do this together as brothers?
It was about 5 years ago, and we really just did it for one gig. A friend of Kevin's from Philly asked us to come down. He'd heard some tapes we'd done, and so we played the one gig, and I was terrified, not so much for what I was going to do, but what my brother might possibly do in front of a whole bunch of people in an audience. But
Thank you for that vote of confidence.
Still terrified. But he really was, first of all, he really enjoyed it. And I don't think he expected to, nor did I expect him to enjoy it. And he was actually really good at it. So somebody said, why don't you play this gig here? And one thing led to the next, and we did a CD, and now we're in Atlanta.
Well, does it bother you, Michael, at all when people come just to stare at Kevin?
Well, every band needs an audience.
But you get those people that could care less what you're singing about or what, who just come because of his movie career. Does it bother you or you, Kevin? Because you're serious musicians.
I think they're always, we have a celebrity in the band, and we accept that. We don't try to hide it. And there are good things about it, and there are negative things. But overall, you sort of let the negative things, roll off your back. And
hopefully
they,
by the second or third song, they're
Right,
way
they're
into
into
the
it.
music.
Exactly.
That's
Right.
what that was the same question, by the way, that was asked to the members of Dogstar.
And they
Because
had a little different of an
Keanu
answer.
Reeves' band.
Right.
They chose to ignore that Keanu Reeves was Keanu Reeves. It was almost like, no, he's not a movie star.
Although
No, we don't ignore it. We embrace it.
Although your fans, your movie fans are probably a little more mature than he got. A lot of the screaming teens and a lot of the, you don't really
True.
get that much.
Of screaming
The
teens. No.
screaming teens. I mean,
I haven't been a teenager for so long.
long time. We have to clear something up. This is the weirdest thing because off air we were talking about Kevin's wife, Kyra Sedgwick, because just a couple of months ago, kept on reading in the paper about, Kyra Sedgwick was spotted at Bones dining, here, or spotted out at the Palm with
It was in the
Denzel
paper
Washington. It was in the
several times.
paper several times, and people called in to say, yeah, I saw Kyra Sedgwick last night. And you're saying
Kevin
She
just
wasn't
said
in
she wasn't
town.
even in Atlanta.
As far as I know, unless I'm sleeping with an imposter. She's been in New York.
she's never been here?
Well, no, I mean,
she's been here, but not recently.
She was never. I don't think she's ever worked here, and she was here. We were touring around probably, I guess, a year and a half or 2 years ago, and we stopped in Atlanta, and we were on the Planet Hollywood plane, and she got out and. She was on the plane with us and walked towards the baggage claim because I think she was tired of waiting for her bag and wanted to get it off herself, and walked into the wing and cut her head open and had to go and have some emergency plastic surgery in Atlanta. But that was the last time she was here. She hasn't been back since. So.
Those restaurants make that crap up all the time. Hey, that girl looks like Kyra Sedgwick. Put it in the
Right.
Put it in the memo for the next print.
Right, a girl that looked like Kyra Sedgwick was here dining, but leave out the a girl who looked like part.
Right.
I wanted to ask you about the new CD, Getting There. It's on an independent label. Have you guys ever been approached by a major label?
Well, we've tried to approach them, and none of them have been interested so far.
Have you sold this on the internet? Do you have a website?
Sure. Yeah,
What's your website?
baconbros.com.
Baconbros.com.
Yep.
Easy.
Now,
Is the label you guys? Do you own the label?
No.
No.
No, it's a
What's
real
the name of the label? I didn't know if it was something you had formed.
It's in the basement.
Bluxo. BLUXO.
These days,
Records.
it could be.
Actually, it's called Helena Music. That's
Helena.
the name of the
Yeah,
label.
That's a new label.
do you think that because on the one hand you can say, well, because Kevin's in the band, it will attract people, but on the other hand, have you ever felt that maybe like music people won't take it seriously because it's just another actor who wants to play.
No, yeah, you're right. I mean, in terms of the record business, I don't think it's a positive at all. I mean, for one thing, they have a hard time picturing how I'm going to really be involved in album support. You know what I mean? Because if we're like an emerging band, we're although we're not 19, we're like a bunch of 19-year-old guys that get together and put a band together. And you need to devote your life to touring with the record and stuff like that. And the other thing about it is that if there had been a precedent of a singer-songwriter band that was, had an actor in it and it had really taken off, I think then the record industry would sort of be more interested in it.
They'd be signing every one of them.
Yeah, but as far as I know, I can't really think of one. I realized the other day that the closest thing was, you remember when Keith Carradine had a hit on
Yes.
Yeah, it was in the
Easy.
70s. Yeah, right.
I'm Easy. And
But that did come out of a movie.
Well, and
though.
David Soul in the
Nashville.
70s, and even Travolta had
But they
one
were
in
all
the 70s, but
really one-hit deals.
And we're more like a kind of a singer-songwriter band, and so I think it's just a little bit different. But that being said, I'm kind of happy the way that things have happened because we've gotten a chance over the last 5 years to really work on the music and work on the songs and work on the live show, and it's been a lot better and healthier for us to do it that way than if somebody swooped down and said, hey, we're going to make you a star. And
Let it happen organically.
Yeah, it's really happening organically. Which is
if you were
better.
starting from scratch today and you had your choice, you could either achieve the success that you've achieved in movies or achieved a parallel success in music. And I'm sure you've been asked this before. Which would you choose?
Isn't it tough to answer? They're already
Yeah.
having the
Well-
success on one side.
No, it is tough because I really love them both, and I never dreamed when I set out to be an actor that we would get a chance to do this. And when we get up and play, or we record, or even doing something like this, it's like a dream come true because I dreamed of playing music with my brother, especially since I was a little kid. But I love being an actor, and I love making movies, and that's been I've devoted my whole life to it.
You've
So
met some good ones, no
hard
doubt
to-
about it.
More of this interview you don't want to miss is back in minutes on the Best of the Morning X 99X.
This is a PSA, or public sock announcement. Experts have declared Bombas socks as the best way to warm up chilly feet. These pairs are super cushy, soft, and designed for maximum coziness. Plus, for every pair purchased, another pair will be donated, so someone in need of essential clothing can stay warm this winter. Go to bombas.com/listen and use code LISTEN for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/listen and use code LISTEN at checkout.